The Cheeseboy 628 Show, starring Cheeseboy 628.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today giving you an OU tier Pokemon Showdown battle. And this team I have here is based on Mega Metacham with support from Physically Defensive Rotom Wash, Scarf Diggersby, Banded Scizor, Assault Vest Goodra, and Specially Defensive Trevenant. Now looking at my opponent's team, the only really threatening poke I see is his Mamoswine, and as long as I keep my Rotom Wash in check, it should be fine, but it does have a lot of pressure because it has to counter his Aegislash, Talonflame, and Mamoswine. So keep Rotom Wash in good health and I should be fine with the rest of his pokes. Let's see how this battle goes. So I start off with my Rotom Wash, maybe get off a nice Volt Switch or Willow on something. He turns out to bring in his Exploud, and I definitely don't want to take a Boom Burst. So I'm going to go out to my Goodra, and I really don't eat that up for being max special defense, max HP with the Assault Vest. Nonetheless, I'm going to go for a nice Dragon Pulse, do a decent chunk on that Mamo, which is definitely nice. I'm going to eat up this Icicle Crash, which is Life Orb, so it does a decent chunk, but not too much considering. So I go for the nice Willow, and this Mamo is completely done now. With Life Orb and Burn Recoil, it's going to die pretty easily. I'm going to go for the Hydro, take it out, and that's really the biggest threat to my team. So now he brings in his Mega Manectric, and I kind of make a bad play here. I stay in with my Rotom Wash to go for a nice Hydro and do some decent damage, but it's not enough to kill, and now my check to his Aegislash and Talonflame is severely weakened. So now I can go right into my Diggersby and go for an EQ and outspeed since I'm Scarfed, but now my check to this monster is not having the best day. So I'm going to have to take this Brave Bird and just die instantly from a Life Orb Talonflame. And I'm going to go in Diggersby. I'm going to go straight for the Wild Charge because this thing is a threat. And thankfully he does stay in and I'm able to take him out. But now my one more check to Aegislash is severely weakened because that way I'm able to go for a nice EQ and not have to take a Shadow Sneak. Now go into my Scizor. I am max HP. That Boom Burst did way too much. I'm really thinking that's Specs Cloud. I have no idea though. But now I go for the EQ, I'm able to take him out. Now he brings in this monster, this freaking Carbink. It eats up that EQ and I die, and I'm like, no, because this is like my last check to Aegislash. Because this Metacham cannot touch Aegislash. I can go for a Psycho Cut, I can go for an Ice Punch, but that's really not going to help me too much against Aegislash. So if he decides to start setting up right now with some Swords Dances, I am dead. But thankfully Psycho Cut does not make contact, so I don't have to take the King's Shield, but now he sets up an SD. I go for the Ice Punch, like, I'll freeze. I crit freeze him. So he thaws out next turn and is able to take me out of the Shadow Sneak, but because of that, he didn't get any extra damage on me. He probably would have killed me the turn before. And now I try to get off the Willow with Rotom, but he's at +2. He is way too dangerous right now. And the crit didn't really matter on the Aegislash because you're going to see why, but maybe he would have set up another SD, but you know, don't get too greedy in Pokemon. Hacks gets ya, I tell ya. But you see, I live with 3% on that Shadow Sneak, able to retaliate with a Flamethrower, easily knock him out with a very narrow 1-0 victory. So I hope you all enjoyed, I certainly did. Thank you all for watching, like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.